Hello, everyone. This is Will and Jason from Disney Infinity TV bringing you another trailer breakdown. A trailer released yesterday, and you know what that means? That means we are obligated to break it down. Jason, how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. Looking forward to. I actually have only watched this trailer once, so this will be like my second watching of the trailer in
Ah.
slow-mo. So with fresh eyes, I shall assess.
Cool. Well, yes, there's not that much in this trailer. In fact, it almost seems like there's more stuff given away in the photos than the actual trailer itself. So, with that being said, let's just go ahead and discuss the figures real quick. So, the trailer was obviously about Aladdin and Jasmine, and so there are two new figures that have been announced. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Aladdin right now. All right, so this is the concept art with Aladdin. So, Jason, what do you think of this character and this figure?
I like it. However, no, I do. I like it. Is there something about it that it doesn't seem, which I guess is normal for Infinity, but I guess it's kind of off-putting that to me it doesn't seem quite as accurate to the cartoon. What do you think? Or the movie, I should say.
You know, I have the same thought when I see lots of figures for the first time. Mickey still doesn't look right to me. Buzz Lightyear still doesn't look right to me. And the Aladdin figures is not quite as bad as those two figures for me, but I definitely see what you're saying is that it's. Are you kind of saying that it's a little too much on the toy side than the original cartoon side?
No, I'm not saying that. I don't know. I just guess it's hard, I guess, because the movie is such a favorite of mine, I
Mm,
guess, and that character is so iconic in the Disney universe, and I guess we're just flat out not used to seeing that character rendered in three dimensions, I guess,
yeah.
and so it's just a little bit because your immediate reaction is, oh, Aladdin cooling, and you immediately picture him in a particular way, and that just
Right.
seems quite a little bit off. But then again, you paint it with the brush of saying, well, yes, but it's the infinity interpretation of Aladdin,
Right.
and like looking at the pose is spot on. Like the character, and the emotion, so to
Hmm.
speak, is all there. It's just that not quite used to seeing Aladdin in a 3D representation.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. It is oftentimes weird seeing these characters for the first time in sort of a three dimensional format. So, well, let's bring up Jasmine. And so, do you feel the same way about Jasmine?
Yes, pretty much the same way, but in like it's still really good. And again, the whoever's creating the poses and stuff is just nailing it. I mean, it's clearly, I'm not looking and going, oh, that's completely wrong. It's just
Hmm.
that again, that interpretation because for some reason her hair reminds me of a cobra snake.
Oh, interesting.
Um, but yeah, otherwise it's again like it's cool. It's just doesn't like that cartoon there. That second one from the left, that
This
first
one right
colored
here.
rendition to me is a better representation of what I would imagine Jasmine as, but it's still really good.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I mean, this is kind of more along the lines of what I think of when I think of Jasmine, but I'm also not used to having her in a three dimensional format. So.
And for whatever reason, to me, it feels like this is the first real princess, even though I know we've had plenty of other princesses in Infinity, there's something about seeing her for the first time in
Mm.
the trailer that I think this is cool. This is an actual princess, you know. Well, what would be the term? Like, it's not really old school, but you know what I mean? Like an
Mm.
original princess rendered in Infinity, and I think that's super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. Like that real classic. I mean, all the princesses we've gotten up to this point are not classic, right? We have Rapunzel from a newer movie, classic character, but the movie version is new. We have Anna and Elsa. Um, that's all the princesses I'm really thinking of.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, yeah, it's well. Let's take that one step further. Outside of Sorcerer and Mickey, is are these two characters? well, I guess Tinkerbell and Stitch and well, Maleficent. No, but these are, in 2.0, it's the first time we've seen these kind of classic animated characters brought to life, like, yeah, like this. So
Yeah, and it's cool. It's nostalgia all over. Like,
totally.
really cool.
Yeah, I think personally, Aladdin is my all-time favorite classic movie. So it's funny. Until this, I know we talked about briefly. The network has talked about at length, both in blog post and a playset potential that we actually dropped this week. But it's funny that I haven't necessarily wanted these characters that bad, even though they're my favorites. So we got the press pack like we always do, and it shows the characters that we were just talking about, like this right here. But this isn't it. We also got some kind of in-game shots of the characters. So they actually show, I think, not more, but they show a lot that we don't get to see in the trailer. For example, this one. So we see both characters in the trailer flying around on a carpet, but it does look like the magic carpet is going to be like one of those vehicles that you can ride two players with, which is pretty cool.
Mm.
There's also another magic carpet here with Phineas and Agent P. It looks like it's the same thing. You can ride two up on that, and I'm actually going to show you what that looked like in the cartoon. So there it is. So it looks the same flying carpet with the TV and the couch. So if we compare these two shots, I know more Agent P and Phineas love in the toy box is always a good thing. So yeah, any thoughts on that, Jason?
No, just really cool.
Yeah. Great finding more stuff, right? All right, so let's see what else we got here. We're not going to show all the shots, but we do want to show one more because I found this one very interesting. So I'm bringing it up on screen now. Look at that. So you see Vanellope there riding in the Alice in Wonderland car again. In the background, we see some more of these castle pieces. It's over here we have the thatched roof one, and then this one to me looks more like a German type structures. But you can see it does look like these couple pieces here are piecemealed together, like aspects of these building types that you can make. The cake, I don't know what the cake's from.
No.
But it's cool. And then let's talk about what are these enemies here that are chasing him. I have my own thoughts on this, but I want to hear what you think these are and what they're from.
I have zero idea.
The only thing I can think of is some sort of brave.
Mm?
I don't remember seeing these glowing eyed bears and brave that looks like they're made out of trees.
Mm.
But
And it's hard to tell in this shot too, but I'm kind of excited by the scale of it.
yeah, totally. I mean, well, so it's really hard to tell with the one in the foreground here, but the one in the background, depending on how close, right where my head's at, depending on how close that guy is to Vanellope, it kind of shows off his size. Let me see if I can get out of the way here. See, there you go. So
Yeah, no, that's they're quite big, and this actually, it's a question discussed in another show, but I'll bring it up now while I think of it, and then the people watching can remind us later on. Question I wanted to ask yesterday in a developer interview I had, which hasn't gone live yet, but I actually wanted to ask. I wonder if we can actually put boss fights in our toy boxes this time, because we know we've got boss fights in 2.0, what looks like a more generic type boss fight. I think it'd be really cool if we could actually have boss type enemies, or at least larger enemies that are, harder to take down, included in the toy boxes.
interesting. That would be really cool. I don't see why. It seems like it'd be something easy to program in there.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, a boss is really just an enemy that's harder to take down, really, isn't it?
Right. So it's just all that is just difference of AI difficulty.
Yeah. But
Huh.
anyway, that looks really cool, whatever it is.
Yeah, totally. All right, let's see. That might be it to show. Oh, well, I did want to talk about the power disc. So we got some really, really cool power disc I'm excited about. So first one I'm bringing up is called, what's it called? Sands of Agrabah. So this first one here is a ground texture disc, and you see it at the beginning of the trailer, and we'll talk about that. That's cool. We have a sky dome, which is called Jasmine's View, which is really neat. Digging that.
Can I just say that's a much better angle of the figure? Like that to me, that's Aladdin. That face on the disc, it's a much better camera angle. I don't know, that the grin is nailed.
That's funny. That's really funny. Um, yeah, I agree, but it looks like it's the same character. I mean, that looks like not the
Yeah,
cartoon, but the
that's right.
huh. So that's cool. One thing that made me really, really excited, and this is something that we're kind of confirming, right? We have wondered and we've heard that there might be some costume change disc for Disney original characters, and this is confirmation of that because this is called Rags to Riches, and so it looks like you're gonna get Prince Ali as a costume change disc.
Awesome.
Last up, we have a new rare power disc that's going to be a favorite. We just saw it, but the Magic Carpet is going to be a rare disc. It's going to be a favorite. I need that right now. Give me my Magic Carpet, please. So cool. Well, yeah. So it's cool that we not only got some figures, but we got some specific power discs that are just geared towards these characters. With that, Jason, what do you say? Should we go ahead and get the actual trailer breakdown started?
Yep, sure.
Okay. Let's see if I can do this. All right. So here we are. If we have to move our heads, Jason, we can do that. Whoa, that's a little loud. Let me turn. We don't need the sound. That's what you have. So here you go. Here is the Sands of Agrabah. This is what I'm assuming is that power disc, which that looks really cool, right? I mean,
Yes.
we don't see. Hopefully, this isn't pre-made. Hopefully, this is like I don't know if
That doesn't look pre-made to me. I think that's it. I think that's the disc combo.
so. What's cool about this though, Jason, is like what do terrain disc do right now? It just changes the flat pieces, right, and some of the trees and stuff like that. So does this mean it's gonna get a little more three-dimensional with those texture discs?
It's a good question.
All right, so here we are, Streets of Agrabah. You know what's awesome about this, Jason?
What's that?
These are toy box characters, and so what we're looking at is a toy box creation, and to me it looks like it's something straight out of that could be straight out of a playset. The detail, I don't know if this right here that could be a rail that they're using as
Yeah,
a decorative piece.
yeah.
We have it looks like just the oh, what is it? The one of the docks. And you know, we've seen some of these pieces before because some of Agrabah has been in the playsets before. I'm not really seeing anything new here. I don't know if we've seen these types of palm trees before or not.
Yeah, no, not everything looks somewhat similar.
So the castle pieces, are we thinking these are Agrabah pieces that are different?
Yes, I'd say so because that's quite a large structure there. Like you know how big the Scrooge money bin is, and that
Right.
whatever's next to it is towering above it.
It's
So
so that's got to be a again a built structure that isn't
mhm.
I you know what's funny? I wonder we're seeing we're seeing like this ledge here, and then you kind of see some more ledges going up this thing. I wonder if this is a toy box that we'll be able to play at some point.
I'm sure it will be.
This is cool. I really dug this part. It totally reminded me of like a I don't know an Indiana Jones type thing. So Jason, do you know what we've never seen this motorcycle before? Do you know what it's from?
I do not know.
It's actually from Bolt. Um,
Bolt.
yeah, so it's a Bolt motorcycle. I don't have the Bolt shot to show you, but that's what that's from.
Okay.
Some more Bolt stuff. there's that huge structure again, Jason. A different way of seeing its scale. So there is the Aladdin's Grotto thing that we've seen in the past.
I love that. Look at the buildings. The buildings are really like they look pieced together, but
Mm,
it's got a beautiful denseness to it.
yeah, it does. Yeah, organic. So you have the awnings here. We have a dome over here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, the variety in these are really cool and interesting. No idea what this is. It's probably just a building structure seen from a
Mm.
different perspective. So actually, so Jason, you can see the eye. This is the Bolt copter, and so
Uh,
can see the similarity there too.
don't believe I've ever seen Bolt.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's not one of the best, but you know what?
it's the
It's okay.
it's, it's not flooding back to me anyway.
So what's this sky dome? Sure,
Very watery, isn't it?
it is. I don't. I mean, surely that's not the Princess Sky Dome.
Something that little green bit at the top there.
I saw
It's
that too.
it's very suggestive.
Uh huh. Wonder what that is.
Man, I would love it. Like to me, it's screaming to me Neverland.
Ooh.
I so hope we get a Neverland texture pack.
Oh, it so could be that, huh? We'll have to see. Keep our eyes peeled and see if we can find
Yeah.
another shot. All right, so here we are again. So there's a huge bridge to the right. That looks cool. I don't know. I wonder if that's there's a bridge like that in Gravity Falls. I wonder if that could be from that.
Mm.
It could be
And
from
again, look at that giant rock thing behind the building.
yeah, all of this
Is
over
that
here.
is that Sky Dome? Because you can see the trees.
It is. This is the Gravity Falls Sky Dome.
Right, a big
That's where the
cliff
bridge is
face.
coming from. Yep, you can see the trees over here. That's exactly what that is. Bummer. Bummer.
Early days.
Yeah. This is funny to me. Just seeing seeing the frozen texture. So there's that crane we've seen before. We also see those towers we've seen before. Still not entirely sure what that's from. Maybe from Guardians. Then the princess herself jumping down, ready to fight. Just gonna go ahead here. We have Aladdin. Yeah, it totally, Jason. Like even seeing him in game, I'm stoked for him, and he looks cool. But he's not 2D, and that's just gonna take a little bit of getting used to.
Exactly. Exactly.
So here's a couple scenes where you see. Here it looks like Aladdin is doing his dodge maneuver. Now he's fighting with his scimitar. Awesome Aladdin. Just Jester. All right. Oh, now I'm getting a phone call. Whoa, what happened? Let's try that again. All right, so there, look at that. That's cool. That's it. So we've seen Star-Lord do this rocket boot slide. We've seen
Yeah.
Gamora do this cartwheel. It's cool seeing Aladdin do his little thief slide. So I don't know what that background is. If that's Gravity Falls one. So that's cool. Uh, Looks
Was
like
that a double jump? Was that a
yep,
double jump we just witnessed?
yep.
Yeah, right.
So it looks like that's going to be her special power up travel move. Yep, you saw the double jump there. I really dug seeing the princess fight here coming up as the two face off. So let's talk about this right here. This is
Okay.
awesome. Look at that.
Yes, because that's let's face it. All right, hang on. Prediction. Prediction.
Let's hear it.
We'll see a genie team up disc. I reckon that's what this is.
That's not what this is. Because you see it. I had to slow this down to figure that out. But I really hope you're right. That would be probably the most.
Because that's what feels missing, right?
Yeah. Well,
Genie.
what feels missing is Genie character. Could you imagine Genie being the size of Venom or the size of Ralph? That
Yeah,
would
but
be.
I think he'd be too overpowered a character. He's too
Yeah,
hard to gamify because he can do anything, you know,
that's true. That's a good point.
anytime. That's why I think as a team up, he would be an amazing character because he can just appear, do his thing for 30 seconds, and
Yeah.
then back into the bottle.
I think it makes sense. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think what you're saying makes the most sense. The fanboy in me, though, hopes that we see him as Genie in his human form, and
Okay.
then that levels it. But it is. It's like it was built to be a team up disc. But
So what is this? Explain to me what this is.
what it's doing, it's sucking all of the bad guys into the lamp.
Ah.
So it looks like a really like you can see them flying in the background. They're actually in pieces. So it seems like a really powerful area of effect.
Hmm. So do we think this is an unlockable skill or do we think it's a power disc?
I'm thinking it's an unlockable skill. I doubt we're gonna. Personally, I don't think we're gonna see any more Aladdin Power Disc at least in 2.0. I hope I'm wrong, but
Well, it's a good chunk. What was it? Four
4.
discs?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and we know there's gonna be 40 of them. I don't have the
Yeah.
count on the top of my head for how many we've gotten so far. So then we have a Jasmine here, who also looks extremely powerful. And the press release, Jason, actually described what these powers were, and I can't remember what they are right now. I think
Okay.
they're called Princess something. I'll look that up when we stop going over the.
That's a cool like tornado move.
Yeah, it is.
And again, that's super cool that they were able to make, the princesses actually, you know,
Powerful,
powerful in that
powerful
way.
combatants. Yeah. So little Chris in the chat is saying that both of these look like finishing moves or special moves. So, and Pokemon Star said there needs to be a Sally figure. I wholeheartedly second that. So yeah, so it looks like this is Princess's version of Aladdin's lamp, maybe because it just
Yeah,
wiped out all surrounding enemies.
that's cool. I like area of effect things.
Yeah. All right, so this is the thing that made me the happiest. You know my love for Nightmare Before Christmas, and this is a Nightmare reindeer.
Yes, that's uber cool.
I just love how they snuck it in here. Like this
Yeah.
has nothing to do with the desert, the sand, Aladdin, and Jasmine, and yet they're like, we need a mount to show off, so let's throw in the reindeer. And then I think this is Maximus, right, from
Yes, looks
Rapunzel,
like it.
and we
Yeah.
already have that power disc, so
Well, I don't, but thanks for asking.
I just meant it exists.
Yeah.
So this is cool too. So just more of the building textures. That's like the Agrabah streets where currently we have the palace and stuff. So that's really cool. I wonder if these doors are just doors, or I wonder if you can theme other
Mm.
doors. You know what I mean? Like if you throw down an interior door, those are probably just you wouldn't have three like that. I doubt. Those are probably just
No, the interior doors are, from what I can tell, just set design. Because
okay.
and which makes sense because you want to obviously know
Mm,
that door's going to take me somewhere, and you want to know where it's going to take you.
totally. Yeah, that's a good point. All the texture, all the landscape modifiers are so cool with the rugs and stuff. There's some Big Hero 6 there in the background. I'm making the assumption that the trees are from Big Hero 6 as well, but this definitely is because it kind of has that
Trees could be
modern. Yeah, it
Mulan
could.
based.
Yeah, it totally could. Wonder what these are. These just like a row of trees over here on the right? I don't
Guess
know.
so. Again,
Oh,
again
there it
though,
is.
it's just a beautiful um, variety, I guess you could say.
It really is. Got to have a little bit of comedy in the in the trailer. The aliens doing it, the ooh and ah as they come together. Look at this. How cool is that? As an Aladdin fan, did that just not make you squeal with excitement?
Yes, it is. It is exciting to be able to get on the magic carpet.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the new Dumbo.
It totally could. It is rare. All right, so these are cool. So I actually read on the Disney Infinity fans forum this morning that these are fans. So people are thinking it's from Big Hero 6, but that these are also like, the shoots that will
Yep.
shoot you in the air, which is really cool. I'm not seeing much else here. I'm guessing
No.
the Sky Dome is the Gravity Falls again.
Yes, that would be a good prediction.
What are these? These totally look like rocket ship parts.
What behind your head?
Yep. Yeah, you
Yeah,
see
they're
like the
interesting.
legs. Hmm. Weird. You can see the
That's
Mystery
a new
Shack over
that's
there.
a new mountain type.
Yeah,
That much. That's a cool mountain type.
it's really cool. It's also cool how it looks like it has all these ledges built in.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Cool. I'm just having flashbacks. Did you ever play that PC game called Magic Carpet? Like it was like way old.
I totally remember that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Just
That's
had a
been a long
flashback. Man,
time.
look
I
forward to
forgot
the
about that.
remake.
So that's it really. Then you have the so is this the princess? That's not the princess view, is it? I mean, it totally looks like the princess view.
What is the Sky Dome? Look, that looks like Neverland. That is, come on. Is that not the rivers of the
Uh, yeah, that does look like Neverland. That looks like London ground.
London? Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say. That looks like the night London sky.
it's too much. It, it,
Either
it
that or it just looks like the Disney intro background.
yeah, which we kind of have, but we don't. So
Whatever it is, it's amazing. That's an amazing sky texture.
it is. Yeah, very much so. I agree. Whatever it is, it's awesome. I gotta agree with you though, Jason. It does look like London.
Yeah.
And then we have the jokester Stitch coming in to ruin the perfect moment.
Is this the first Princess Prince team up we've had in Disney Infinity?
Yeah, I'm trying to
That's
think. The closest we would get would be like a Woody and a Jessie, but technically she's not a princess and he's not a prince. Hmm. Interesting. That's good. That's a interesting thought.
okay. So how much time we got left? Anything?
We got a few minutes. I know you had some things to say, so
Yeah.
before you do that, though, let's just talk. So that wraps things up. We don't know when Aladdin's coming out. Well, we do know when Aladdin's coming out. Aladdin's coming out this fall. Jasmine is coming out in 2015. Sadly enough, and it's really weird that they're not releasing the two at the same time.
Very
So,
weird.
uh, yeah, and Disney Infinity fans is saying that definitely looks like London too. I'm assuming that's Sheriff, but so yeah, so fall for Aladdin, probably at the same time as those Power Disc, and then Jasmine's coming out in 2015. So that's exciting. These are really, and Jasmine supposedly is JV's favorite figure, so that's cool.
Okay.
So that's the. Go ahead now we can free reign it a little bit. I know you have something to say.
Well, it's really cool to see something this classic, obviously, being released. And I think this is going to be the formula moving forward is that Disney Infinity will always focus on whatever the biggest, newest thing is, but we're always going to get, little bits and pieces of the classics thrown in, which is makes sense.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense. The best way to do it, but um, like obviously, I believe did JV confirm that there's no Disney play sets, no Disney original play sets?
He didn't confirm, but he alluded pretty strongly that there's not going to be. I'll try to actually bring that up right now
Well,
while you're
while you're checking
talking.
that out, I just wanted to say, I'm gonna look right in the camera, look at the viewers. Do not worry about it. Seriously, the toy box stuff I saw yesterday is just going to blow minds. Like I can't even begin to imagine with all the stuff that I've seen, the stuff that's going to come out of the Toy Box Summit
Hmm.
is just it's going to be incredible. And I can only well, I can't even imagine what the greats like the Puppet Echoes and the rest of the team up there at Avalanche have been toiling away on, but I just know from the things I saw that we're not even going to care about a lack of play sets because as we just saw, the quality is really stepped up in the toy box visually this time.
Yeah.
Done the right way, you won't be, feeling like you're missing out on something. But I just know now that the gameplay that's going to be attached to these toy boxes is going to be on a whole nother level, and you're just not going to know it until you've actually played it. But I just know what kind of things, just the
Right.
barest of little things that are possible, and it's going to be an amazing ride.
Totally, totally agree. And you know what? That's saying a lot for I think both you and I because neither one of us are toy box guys, but we've seen the incredible creations toy box artists have made, and seeing what you've seen, seeing what I've seen, the power that now exists, you're pretty much going to be able to make play sets. And Jason, I think you've said it numerous times on the show. Just by the sheer nature of that crowdsourcing of handing something to thousands upon thousands of people, the best is going to rise to the top and probably be better than a lot of what actual developers could do anyway. So
Yeah. And here's hoping, and I'm hoping it's out of the gate, but like I'm really looking forward to another remake of the original Aladdin game on the NES
yeah, dude, me too.
slash Genesis.
That's
Like,
a
because now they've added the restriction walls, so it's like it'll be feel like a full-on
yeah,
proper 2D platformer, and with those visuals, it could be really cool. It'll literally feel like it could feel like a full-on as if someone done a 3D remake of
of
the game.
right, like an HD remastered, just like
Exactly.
DuckTales last year or Mickey Mouse
Oh,
Castle of
exactly.
Illusion. Yeah,
Exactly. I'm super excited about it.
that's hilarious because yeah, I mean that when I saw Aladdin, that's the first thing I thought of too, is that old school NES game or SNES game or
Yeah, and if no one does it, I'll do it. So there you go.
oh sweet, putting you on record. Uh, yeah, Disney Infinity fans is saying that no Disney play sets. And here's the tweet. It's actually Logan is the one who tweeted it. Logan from Let's Move That. Uh, Logan said, sent to JV, I love you, buddy, but you guys are killing me with the lack of Disney playsets. I'm not a toy box junkie. And then he said, JV responded, not yet a toy box junkie. So I don't know. That doesn't confirm it, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and everyone's got to remember that there's going to be a lot more toy boxes to play
Hmm.
this time around, particularly if you're a DisneyInfinity.tv member. I can't recommend that enough, going to DisneyInfinity.tv and signing up because, moving forward, we're going to be the place to find the best toy boxes to play out there. So, but look more for more information on that on a soon to be released video on our YouTube channel.
Yep. Cool. Well, Jason, do you have anything else with Aladdin and Jasmine before we leave? Boy, that was
No,
hard
I
to
just
say.
hope this trend continues. Let's hope this is not the only classic classic characters that are coming to 2.0. We've still got quite a few unannounced characters, and let's see what comes out of Gamescom.
Yep. Yep. Next week, we're going to get more figures, so be on the lookout for that. We hope you enjoyed this trailer breakdown. Every time a new trailer drops, we break it down, regardless of how little or big or how much info is in the actual video. It's always fun to just do this and break it down frame by frame. If you like what we're doing here, please subscribe to us. Just go to DisneyInfinity.tv, sign up for an account there, and just check out all the podcasts we have. Also, check out the DisneyInfinityFans.com, the #1 forum on the internet for all things Disney Infinity. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for watching this trailer breakdown, and until next time, we hope you're filled with infinite possibilities.